What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Talking with Tonio. So in this episode, we're going to talk about why your YouTube channel isn't growing and 3 simple steps that can help you explode your YouTube channel overnight. Now, I'm super excited to bring this to you because I believe, YouTube is one of the best platforms for your personal brand or business. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Road to 100K starts now. I want to help over 100,000 people this year on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. This is the best place for aspiring entrepreneurs, personal brands, and small business owners. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. But let's get into the video. Now, if you're watching this video, I know the place that you're in. You're frustrated, you feel like you're creating really good, genuine content, but you just don't understand why your channel isn't growing. And in my experience, I've been on YouTube for around 6 or 7 years, and I've made a ton of mistakes, and I still make some mistakes now. But normally, if you do these 3 things every single time with every single video and you're consistent, you will start to see a tremendous growth in your channel. You'll start seeing more views, more engagement. So you want to make sure that you watch this video in its entirety, because the 3 things that I tell you normally is what is stopping you from growing here on YouTube. Now, the first thing that I see that keeps people from growing here on YouTube is their titles and thumbnails. Now, I know everyone tells you, you have to make good titles, you have to make good thumbnails, but I want to give it to you in a different light. And I want to explain it in a different way that, somebody else hasn't already explained it, because I too have watched these videos. But I want to give you something tangible that can actually really help you grow. So I want to talk about thumbnails first, because titles is going to lead me into my second tip for you guys. So thumbnails obviously have to be good. They have to be engaging, and they have to be captivating for whoever your specific audience is. And the key word is your specific audience. So if you don't know who your specific audience is, you probably are creating thumbnails that is not engaging, and that's why they're not clicking on your content. So if you don't know your niche or your target audience, check out this video here. I created a video about how to not find your niche, but create it. And as long as you know your niche and audience, you can move on to step 2 with how to create engaging thumbnails. Now, the reason why this is so powerful, because if you know who your target audience is, you already know what niche you are in. You can literally type into YouTube, the type of content that you want to create, right? And then you can see what your target audience is already saying yes to in the vein of what thumbnails they're clicking on. So if you know this creator is getting a lot of views with this thumbnail style, you can literally, take inspiration from that. Don't copy, but take inspiration from that. And you know that this thumbnail is going to work for your content. Okay? So you definitely want to take inspiration from other creators that are in your niche, because you know this is what people are already saying yes to. So it takes out the guesswork and the type of thumbnails you want to create. Now, if you guys want me to create a tutorial on how I create my thumbnails, I'm more than happy to create that video for you guys. If you guys would like that, just comment down below that you want to see that tutorial. Now, let's talk about titling of your video. So some people are going to be in different camps, but I feel like, especially as a small YouTuber, you want to be making searchable content and searchable titles, okay? Because if someone can't search your title, they can't find your content, thus your channel isn't going to grow. So the content that you are making, of course, is gonna dictate how you title your videos. So you wanna make sure that you're creating searchable content, right? And then you wanna make sure that you're creating titles that people can find. So I use TUBEBUDDY to help me create my titles, because literally you can go into TUBEBUDDY, you can search the type of titles that you think are gonna get clicks, and they're gonna tell you how optimized that title is and how you're gonna rank for that title or for that keyword. I'm gonna get into keywords and stuff like that into the next section, but you wanna make sure that you're titling your videos in a way that people could actually find them, and using TUBEBUDDY is a great tool to help you find the correct titles for your videos. Now, if you're not already using TUBEBUDDY, I do have an affiliate link down below, so go ahead and check it out. It is really good, especially for small creators. Now, let's get into the second tip, and that's gonna be your description and your keywords. So what I found was most people aren't utilizing their description box and their keyword tags effectively, and that's why they aren't seeing any growth here on YouTube. So your keywords and your description box is extremely pivotal when you're trying to get ranked on YouTube. And as a small YouTuber, you definitely want to be ranked on YouTube because that's going to drive traffic and engagement to your channel. So when you're picking out keywords for your video, make sure that you're using long-tailed keywords that are relevant to your content. You want to make sure that you're referencing your title in your keyword tags. And that's the biggest advice I could give you. Also, using TUBEBUDDY, like I said before, they're going to give you relevant keywords and they'll show you if you can actually rank for those keywords, okay? And then once you figure out your keywords, you want to make sure that you sprinkle them like salt in your description box, because if you ever notice when you searched a term on YouTube, that metadata in your description pops up as well and it bolds it. So YouTube pretty much, puts it in a whole little algorithmic stew, and they spit out what they think is the best content based on what you put in the search box. So you want to make sure all three are in line, and that will help you rank better on YouTube. If you need a guide for all of this, because I know it's a lot of information, I created a YouTube SEO guide for you guys to download. Pretty much tells you about your titles, your description, your thumbnails, all that good stuff. So make sure that you download it down below, because it's definitely going to tell you, take you through step by step what you should do when you create a video so you can get the best bang for your buck. Because nobody likes creating content and nobody's seeing it or watching it. So I definitely wanted to create that for you guys. So the third reason on why I see channels not growing on YouTube is that their content just flat out sucks. And I know this is a hard pill to swallow. I had to look myself in the mirror at times. But to be honest with you, if your content sucks, nothing of what I said in these last couple of segments really even matters, because at the end of the day, content is king. So you want to make sure that you're creating valuable, high quality content that people actually want to watch and share and watch over and over and over again. Okay, so if you're making vlogs, you want to make sure that you're telling a really good story, right? People will sit there and watch a 3-hour movie if it's interesting, right? If your content isn't interesting or isn't bringing any value to the person that's watching it, they're not going to watch it. They're not going to watch any more of your videos. They're not going to like, they're not going to subscribe. They just ain't going to mess with your content. That's just is what it is, okay? So you want to make sure that you're very honest with yourself. You're honest with the content that you're creating, and you want to make sure that you're continuously getting better every single video, okay? So I know YouTube is one of those platforms that anyone can essentially pick up a camera and just do, but people can tell the people that are confident on camera, that have charisma, or they just know how to connect with the audience, and that takes time. You don't just pick up a camera and just think you can just connect with the audience. So that is a skill that has to be developed over time. So if your content isn't good right now, that's okay. Continue creating videos. You will get better. But I promise you, the more videos that you create, the better you will get, and the more that skill will be developed. But I'm telling you, content is king. I cannot stress that enough. And if your content isn't good, you just aren't gonna grow on this platform. So if you watch this video in its entirety, you now have everything that you need for your YouTube channel to explode this 2020. I'm super excited. Roll to 100K. Join the family, join the mob. So if you like the video, thumbs it up. If you have any questions or any concerns, make sure that you comment down below. I would love to answer the questions for you. So if you like this video, check out some of these other videos. They will greatly help you out. But until next time, be easy.